I feel like you hate me already, dude.
I don't hate. It's just a concern. I'm just
fake.
concerned.
What's the thing? What's the concern?
You have like stepdad, like bad stepdad energy.
Bad stepdad.
Yeah, like you're just trying to take my family away from me. Like I know
you
I
have a
haven't been the
stepdad?
greatest dad, but
Yeah,
like
but
I
I'm
feel
fucking
like
trying, okay?
yeah, I'm trying, and it's like, oh, cool. I get him a fucking Xbox. Oh, you have to get him the PlayStation,
PS5.
but with
okay.
all the soup, everything souped
Right.
up. You're trying to one up me in front of my own boy. That's my boy.
I just want him to have a good childhood. Dude.
That's my boy though.
Yeah, but I mean, I stepped up though, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you really haven't been in his life that much. To be quite honest, you've been on the road, dude.
Yeah, true.
Welcome to Tummy Time.
Welcome to Tummy Time.
Welcome to Tummy Time.
I'm Neil.
I'm Justin.
I'm Tony.
Oh, that is Tony. Art's not in the booth today, but
We have a very special guest today. He's a stand-up comedian in Austin, Texas. He was almost on an episode of Cheaters, and he's a door guy at the Comedy Mothership. It's Tony Casillas,
Hello.
everybody.
damn, is that true, dude?
Yeah.
Wow. Were you the cheater?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I was watching that on that Adam Ray podcast.
And it wasn't really cheater. It was like some YouTube spin-off show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like one of those shitty YouTube.
Gotcha.
One of those videos that has like 20 million views, and you're like, what the fuck?
Dude,
People are watching this shit?
Yeah, for sure.
that's a little upsetting because I was going to ask you if you'd met Joey Greco.
Yeah. look at this guy.
He's the guy. He's
Shaped
the
up.
host of Cheaters, and like Neil, our boss loves Cheaters, and every time we go hang out with them, we're always watching Cheaters
Really?
on Pluto TV.
Like
so
hours and hours of cheaters.
yeah, so that's that's really upsetting.
Well,
That's-
would you be upset if you got caught cheating by Joey Greco? That's
no, that'd be.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
at
mean-
first I would, but in hindsight, like years later, I go, I'm glad it was Joey.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that Joey was the one that
Joey's
caught
the
me.
one who shepherded me on the right path.
do you think, I don't know. It just seems like kind of fucked. It's like you're dating someone and you think they're cheating on you. You're like, should I just ask him? Or should I call Joey?
Yeah, I could call.
I gotta call Joey. Or like the people that went on like what is it like
Maury
and all that
Right,
shit. I'm like,
right.
man, because I've worked in that field. It's not like he's paying them big bucks. They get like
No.
$150 check and like a
Hotel stay.
Yeah,
and flight
yeah,
accommodations.
yeah. It's not like your life changed.
I know,
No,
but no offense, but the kind of people that go on the show and do that, like they get off. I feel like they like that kind of.
They love
drama.
that energy. They have documented proof that they were on TV.
That's true.
And they got to wild out for a weekend in
And honestly,
LA.
they're gonna get
That's
back
true.
together afterwards, and they're gonna have like amazing, weird, like
makeup
TV
sex.
dramatic
sex.
sex. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, on
the
television.
after Maury sex is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but it's
Absolutely.
daytime television. That's not like good.
No.
It's the best you can do, though, in that situation.
yeah, you
that's
know
true.
your levels.
I don't know.
They're just
That's
out here.
I don't know. I've never had that
No.
like the need to be like on television that bad
For
where I'm like,
any reason at all? No,
yeah,
no.
not like that.
No. You want to be on television for like what you want to be on television for.
Exactly, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, that's a good way to look at it.
And that was the reason you said that you didn't want to do the show. Like you were almost on that show, but they wanted you to use your like
Oh,
normal your real
really?
name.
Yeah. So they wanted me to use like my real name. They didn't like. They're like, use your normal voice. I thought like it was gonna be like we'll play characters. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of reality TV,
Yeah.
it's like fake.
Right.
And they're like, no, you play it as honest as possible, Tony Casillas. And the guy who catches me is a soldier. So it's
my
like,
God.
and I'm just like, oh, so I'm cheating on someone like a service member.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, a hero.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to. I like going to VFWs. My dad like takes me to VFW. I don't
Exactly.
want to show up and be like, fucking traitor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Word
Like,
gets out, dude. Word gets out.
yeah. So
Wait, so they were casting for this show?
They were
It was all
casting.
fake, but they wanted you to use your real name?
yeah, because I
Insanity.
showed up on set and they're like, well, just use Tony, and I was like, no,
we
what
won't.
about Randy?
What?
I could
Yeah.
be
Yeah, Randy.
And,
Randy's a good
and I showed
name.
up in like my normal clothes, thinking there's gonna be like a, some clothes option, whatever. And
Yeah,
they're
they'd
like,
have
no,
little
just
order.
we'll
No.
use your clothes and
What?
it'll just be
This
you.
has my face on it.
Yeah, I was just like, this is weird. Yeah,
wild,
so I just said no.
Yeah.
It was like $100. I was like, I'm
that was a
good.
that was a good move.
Yeah.
The reason I
That's
thought it was
wild.
Cheaters is because you're from the DFW area, right?
Yep.
I think that's where they filmed Cheaters.
They filmed a lot of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
A lot of cheaters up there.
People in Dallas don't have any. Yeah.
Moral compass.
Moral compass. No.
You
You have like you look like Ben Affleck if you didn't make it, and it's like you look like
fucking funny.
You know what-
Ask him
so-
what, this is
check
what,
it out,
what do you call me, dude?
So, like, we asked him a long time ago, like, are there any celebrities people say you look like? And he said Ben Affleck, and we like ribbed him so hard. We said, no fucking way. He looked like a soggy Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Soggy Ben Affleck.
So we call him Soggy Ben every now and then.
Soggy Ben, I love that. But doesn't he have one of those faces where you're just like, I don't like it. But then if he said like, I'm sorry, and you're like, I can't be mad at him. Let's let him be Batman for a year or two.
There you go.
You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
I do say sorry sometimes. I do like to be a little cute, a little cutesy with my.
You do have a
apologies.
love-hate relationship with J-Lo, so.
No, I guess so.
Do you love her?
I love that ass. You know,
Never say you. That should never come out your mouth.
That ass.
I love that ass.
that ass.
That ass I love. Hey, Shoddy, could you come over here?
I believe it's my birthday.
Shoddy.
Let me see your birthday suit, please, Shoddy.
Stay suit.
Please.
It's
That
getting
is
hot
crazy.
in here.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Damn.
It works for Nelly. It won't work for you.
Do you guys believe in cancel culture? Do you guys?
Oh,
Because I've been on this kick. I just hate. I think comedians complaining about it's so
Yeah.
funny to me.
it's
Yeah,
it's
it's hilarious.
it's a little.
It's so funny
It's so much.
because no one's really like
Coming after you.
No, the only person, the funniest is Chris D'Elia. It's so funny because his news. If you haven't watched it,
No, I did.
Oh,
the
don't
greatest
worry
piece of comedy is he released a trailer for a special and he goes, "Man, they're trying to cancel me and they're not allowing people to change." And I'm like, "Well, you've." No one's coming after because you did like your airplane food bit.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Right.
like my thing is like the only time people actually lose their career in comedy is if they're like a monster.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby,
Right.
Chris D'Elia.
Right.
That's about it.
They
But
tried. They tried to take it from Louis, but I guess that was a little of a gray area. But
But Louis, that's with sex. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
Right. It's
and
just a proclivity.
it's a proclivity.
Yeah.
But no one's ever been canceled for words.
Right.
No.
The funniest is when someone's like, "Man, I'm canceled," and then they're in a 3,000 seat theater.
Yeah.
They're like, "Man, they
Saying
took
how canceled
and
they are
honestly, Michael
to a
Richards
massive
could
audience.
come back if he wanted to.
Michael, dude, that was my favorite. Honestly, so I just got back from LA.
Yeah.
That was my favorite set. I got to do a set at the
Laugh
Laugh Factory,
Factory?
and just
Those hallowed
I
walls
stood,
where he said the good
dude, I stood there and I was like, "Oh
Did you
man!"
think about it?
20 years ago, 20 years ago, Michael Richards destroyed his own career here
Yeah.
in the most wild fashion.
Absolutely.
Dude, it would have been awesome if you just like you had already memorized it and you just.
oh my God! Just
you're like,
started
guys,
down.
I'm gonna run this back.
Well, it was I wasn't gonna do it.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I mean, but
I played it
obviously
in my head though.
Absolutely.
But even that I get because he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a real comedian too.
Yeah, and
It's
he
like-
wasn't trying to be funny.
No,
it
that was
wasn't a
just like
joke.
yeah. And also, it's like did we lose? Did society lose that we don't get Michael Richards stand up comedy?
Yeah. No. I
So-
think we're okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
love him for Kramer, but you know.
Yeah, I always like to say that. Like, I don't know. That's like my biggest pet peeve right
No,
now.
we
in
don't
comedy.
talk about it a lot on the podcast.
not really.
And
It's just because I haven't seen much of the podcast.
No, yeah,
you
we don't-
just seem like a Steven Crowder type, and you have like an Asian co-host just so you could say
a little
things.
bit of balance.
He
I mean,
pays
that's
you
not
$20
Exactly.
every time.
Hey, let me say it. All right. That's
All right,
a decent
I'll
deal.
do it. Yeah.
Say it. Say it 2 times.
no, I mean, no. Neil's here to check. He is here to check me. He's not here to be a. Because there's some truth to that. I'm not like a
Yeah.
Steven Crowder guy. I'm not really conservative. I don't really like
Prove it.
politics in
I
general.
changed my mind.
Change my mind.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, we don't. We don't.
Yeah,
we haven't really
yeah.
talked. We haven't really talked about cancel culture.
What's your
because
fa-
it's kind of boring, and it's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
been talked about a lot.
I agree.
I mean, this hasn't been boring, but it's just like what hasn't already been said about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why
Conversation is
I'm
dictated.
I was like coming from the opposite angle.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of comedians, we feel the need to have to just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And it's just like, shut up.
No,
Yeah.
no, we won't. Yeah, like you started out saying you might say some slurs, so feel
That
free.
was I'm not going to say any slurs. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. I was at
You don't have to.
I was at Thanksgiving. It was dropped a lot by family members.
Oh, yeah.
There was one which is progress. There was only one this year.
Mine,
in
dude,
2023.
it was a lot. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. It's like, dude, I had to leave.
Wow, dude.
I had to leave because it's like after the fourth one, you're just
Yeah.
kind of like,
Dude, come on.
come on.
Conversation's
getting
gone
hacky.
stale.
Yeah.
It doesn't pack as much of a punch the fifth
Yeah.
time.
It
either,
was
you
fun
know?
though. Like, did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go. My grandmother is a cunt. And people are like, don't say that's your Nana. You shouldn't say that about Nana.
She can be a cunt.
No, she's the devil.
Wow.
And it's funny, she invited the priest over, which I loved.
Yeah.
Because when the priest is there,
She's on her
she's
best
like
behavior?
she's on her best behavior. So I was like, I'm going
Thank
to
God.
make her so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So about 5 minutes into dinner, I brought up abortion and
Mm.
the Catholic Church's stance on it, and it was like it was a great conversation. And like I'm an ex-Catholic,
Yeah.
and if you don't know, like they don't believe in using condoms,
Sure, of course. I don't either.
and so
Yeah,
I,
but for different reasons. You know?
Yeah.
and I was like, so like, what if you don't want to start a family? What do you do? And I shit you not, the Catholic priest said, you gotta let kind of like Jesus take the wheel and let Jesus have faith.
Yeah.
So in a way, the Catholic Church is pro pull-out game.
Absolutely.
That's
So
what it
boys,
sounds like.
the Catholic
Hey.
Church is coming around.
I think they do have classes. I might be
On how to pull out?
I don't know. You
No.
can tell me if this
No.
is true or not. No, I mean for married couples, like, are there no classes where a married couple can go and they can say how to kind of like do birth control
This
the
is how
holy
you
way?
come on your chest.
This is
Okay,
facial.
so maybe
This is a
maybe
facial.
someone
Yeah.
told me that when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I made that up.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think, the Catholic Church is
Like
teaching people how to fuck cool.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
dude, that's not
Yeah.
cool.
It's a nerdy
Pull-out
shit.
game, that's
Look,
cool.
I'm sure there are people that
Dude, dropping
provide
loads is cool. Like
absolutely.
pulling out is not that cool. I mean, I guess it is. Coming on tits is cool. Never mind.
All right,
It's
yeah.
all
Sorry.
cool, man.
Sorry.
Wait, so did the priest say the N-bomb too?
No.
Oh.
Those started flying after the priest left,
Oh, damn.
which was weird. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It was
Yeah.
fun. I even asked him, I go, I was like, what's the big deal? I was like, is it cool if it's like a kid? And he goes, what? And I go, oh, nothing.
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 Nothing. We're cool, man.
I'm a little offended this podcast is called Tummy Time. And you guys are
really?
in shape. You don't really have
I mean, we're not entirely in shape.
You guys are good looking fellas.
I
Oh, I
appreciate
appreciate it. You're a good-looking fellow too, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're a damn cutie, dude.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, like,
That's how it goes.
yeah, calm down.
I feel like
Calm
I
down.
feel like there's some. I feel like you hate me already, dude.
I don't hate.
Attention.
It's just a concern.
It's
I'm
just
just
fake.
concerned.
What's the thing? What's the concern? You
You're
really
just
think
saying.
I'm like a racist guy who loves Steven Crowder?
You're gonna say it.
I don't understand.
I don't know. You just seem like, I don't know, you'd fuck my wife.
No, I wouldn't. Well, here's the thing. Probably not.
Yeah. Is your wife a bad?
You have like stepdad, like bad stepdad energy.
Bad stepdad.
Yeah, you
Hey.
have bad stepdad energy.
It's just. I mean, that's interesting.
Like you're just trying to take my family away from me. Like I know I
have a
haven't been the
stepdad?
greatest dad, but
Yeah,
like
but
I
I'm
feel
fucking
like
trying, okay?
yeah, I'm trying, and it's like oh cool, I get him a fucking Xbox. Oh, you have to get him the PlayStation,
PS5.
but with
Okay.
all the everything souped
Right.
up. You're trying to one up me in front of my own boy. That's my
I
boy.
I just want him to have a good childhood. Dude.
That's my boy though.
Yeah, but I mean, I stepped up though, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not. I mean, you really haven't really been in his life that much. To be quite honest, you've been on the road, dude.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and I'm a little lazy with my stand-up,
Why
so
do
I
you
haven't
keep
been on the
saying
road.
I'm your dad now to him? Why do you say that? I'm your real dad now.
I'm your real father, dude.
Tony, it was his idea to call
You're
me
a
dad.
problem, dude. I'm upset.
I hear you, dude.
I'm pissed.
All right. Well, so did you grow up in Dallas?
I grew up in. I'm a military brat. So
Okay.
I grew up in. I was born in Oklahoma. Lived in like Syracuse. I lived in Washington State. I lived in Kansas. But the two places I consider home are Heidelberg, Germany. I lived there from 1st grade to 7th grade.
Oh wow.
And
That's
then I
cool.
moved to San Antonio in 7th grade.
Were you born in Germany?
No, my sister was.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah.
Is your mom's German? Mm-hmm. Like she has an accent and everything?
Very, very strong. Yes.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My grandparents are all German and all that jazz.
So you go a lot?
Growing up, I would go twice. Once my parents got divorced, I'd go twice a year, and then I go once every 2 years or so now.
Does your mom live
that's
there?
cool.
Uh-huh.
Really? That's wild.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you grew up in Denton.
That's where I went to college.
Right. Okay. That's what I heard.
Oh,
You were in
wow.
T-
You did a lot of research.
I did a little bit of research. I watch a couple podcasts. And
Okay.
stuff. I go to Wikipedia a lot.
You
pretty
sure
cool.
do.
I spent a little time in Denton. Like I used to do music for a long time. So I recorded.
What kind of music?
It was just like soft boy emo kind of
Really?
Sad
folky
shit.
pop indie stuff.
Why doesn't she love me?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Give me your best sad boy, like singing. I know she's 36.
what's that?
Why
Wait.
won't she suck my
My
dick?
dick.
I mean, that's pretty much
She
it.
doesn't even know my name.
Yeah, dude, I'm just like a fucking stalker. A lot of music is kind of like that. It's just like she doesn't even look at me.
It's sad when the bands we grew up with, they were probably in their mid-20s singing about a girl, and now they're in like their 50s, and they're
Yeah.
like, she's 16 and I love her. And I'm like, bro, calm down.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
52 now.
Yeah, and
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, update the list.
I'm still the same guy.
Well, yeah, because I don't think people want to hear. Maybe I do. I kind of want to hear Blink 182 about talk about being
Old as hell.
Taxes are coming up.
But
Tax season.
Fuck my HOA.
Yeah. So when I was in
I
Denton,
bet a "Fuck My HOA" song could go fucking banger.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, the
Like a
aging
pop
Blink 182 fans.
HOA. Yeah.
Self-checkout isn't the same. I miss my grocery clerk girl.
The whole
Yeah.
the whole premise is he fell in love with the grocery clerk girl, and then she got phased out by self-checkout.
Oh, that's a song.
bad.
Hell
Dude, that's
yeah,
a musical
dude.
right there.
Absolutely.
Did you ever go to Argyle, Texas?
I've been Argyle.
Yeah, there was like a studio there that I recorded at. Just like hitting rock bottom with drinking and stuff. That's kind of what happened in Argyle for me. Just wanted to say that. Have you ever met?
Are you okay?
No, I'm good now. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
No, but maybe some of the
This is a
energy-
wild thing just to put in.
No, I talk
Have you
about it all
been to
the
the
time.
city? I like that city. Yeah, that's where my lowest point was.
Yeah, it was one
That's
of my
where it all
last-
fell apart.
No,
I'm glad you liked it because my life was shit.
Was not good for me, but hey, you enjoyed the Fritos.
I also played at this. Have you ever heard of? Is there a bar called Haley's there?
Haley's.
I think it's near the square. But like one time I did a show there. I got booked on a show, and I went there. And it was just me and like the other band and the booker there,
yeah.
and we just played for an empty room. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Similar to stand up, But for me at least.
Tony's like,
Right.
Tony's like,
I'm
I don't
doing all right
understand.
now. All right, I'm doing fine.
Not for you, but for me, Anyways, I just want to tell you all the sad music stories.
let's bring this all the way down.
Denton was bringing back some memories.
Do you have
for me.
any songs out?
I have some songs, but
Can you play
we
us
don't have
a
to talk-
song?
I don't really want to.
Can you? Because the thing is, you ruined our Argyle for me with that sad story.
Yeah, of
so I
course.
now want to hear a song.
No, I don't. I mean,
Come on,
I
Play
don't
me
think
one
so,
song.
dude.
play us like a snippet.
Play me a snippet.
I don't know, dude.
Just one little
Please,
snippet.
just a little snap.
This is
It
from
doesn't
like
have to make the episode.
No, it has to.
It has to make the episod.
It has to, or else say I was assaulted.
Oh wow.
Not by you, by him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're
I didn't
good.
yeah.
What was the band
What
called?
we
It was
did
just
was not
me.
assault.
Well, okay.
It was just my name.
All right.
Okay. I mean, it's just this is embarrassing.
No,
Fine.
well, I'm not gonna judge.
There's an animated face of. Here's like. This is what it's like.
Okay, I actually like this a lot already.
So just imagine you're in Argyle, Texas. You're hanging out with me and I'm drinking way too much. I could just have mean stepdad energy. I'm trying to get you to say,
That you're your real dad.
In the shade of an old oak tree, I had the selfish
Okay. I was like worried. I was like, I was like about to be like, yeah, of course no one showed up. Yeah. No, that's actually like really good.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's
really good.
That's the first time on the show. Normally, I don't like to. Yeah,
No, it's good.
it's fine, But I appreciate it. I'm glad I didn't, because dude, you would have laid into me, dude.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you-
he would have killed you.
Ripped my asshole.
Absolutely.
Because you brought it up, and that's the thing. I was like, I thought you were like fishing for play us a song.
Yeah, no.
And then
he hates that.
okay, yeah. So that's why I wanted to hear it, and I'm like, oh man, you should play more of your songs. That was actually really good.
Nice.
Cool, appreciate that.
He's in a porno.
Oh yeah, that song was like on Google Library. Like it was, what's it called?
Like a stock music.
Getty Images.
Getty
Yeah.
Images.
And like XArt. Have you ever heard of XArt? It's just like this artfully done pornography.
Yeah.
Like found they just do that. They have like these kind of indie folk
No,
songs.
babe, it's not porn. It's art.
It's art.
Babe,
No,
this is art.
Look
Look.
how he's eating it.
It's on X art. Come
It's
on.
called X art.
Why would it be porn?
Come on, this is. I'm an artist. You know me.
Look at that. Jackson Pollock on her tummy.
Yeah, so like there's this porn. I found out that it's in a porn, and I watch it. It's like it starts off with that song, and like this woman's getting undressed slowly.
Yeah.
And then my song.
That would be
fades.
funny if they play your song for her getting dressed. Like, oh, I made a mistake.
Yeah, I got it.
I should have never left Argyle.
But as soon as my song fades out, she gets completely naked. My song fades out, and immediately in the mix, it's just the sounds of cunnilingus. So it's just like you hear that song, and it's just like. right after.
Homies
That's
eating.
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's my biggest claim to fame. Like millions of people saw it.
People
and
jerked off to your voice.
People jerked
Yeah.
off, and some people found me on YouTube. They like Shazammed it and found me on YouTube. Got a little bump.
They're just like, oh,
What's this song?
I came. Now I gotta find that boy.
That was a
I
banger.
gotta find
boy.
that
That
boy.
was a banger. I gotta thank him for taking me to the limit. You edged him, dude.
I
You
did.
edged man.
I'm not mad at it. Anyways, that's the story of Argyle. Do you know Tony Casillas?
Yeah,
Do you know this guy?
the football player
Oh, is he a football player? Oh, yeah,
retired
college
NFL.
football.
who played for the
Oops.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, he did.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you a boys fan, dude?
Huge boys fan.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know that much about it, but I watch every game and just forget it immediately after I watch it. But it's something I've been doing recently with my
No,
dad.
that was a big problem when I was starting out.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause
bet.
people would be like, "There's I'll tell you that I was doing a gig in Abilene, and I bombed. It was a bad gig. I bombed for like 15, 20 minutes. Afterwards, I'm like standing outside the venue, smoking a cigarette, just contemplating all my life choices. And a lady comes up to me and she goes, "I fucking hate you."
Whoa.
And I go,
I
"Was it something?
hate you."
I hate you." And I was like, "Was it something like I said?" And she goes, "No." She goes, "I drove 2 hours to see two-time Super Bowl winning
Tell jokes.
defensive tackle Tony Casillas to perform stand-up." Because my name, it was just my name. It wasn't my face on the fly.
Yeah.
And she goes, "And it took me 10 minutes to realize you weren't him." I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's on you.
Very different.
Yeah.
We look very different.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Look
10
at this
minutes.
guy.
Oh, no, we've
She goes,
That's
we've
hilarious.
talked a little bit here and there because like yeah, posted a bit and then he like added me on Facebook. Go, "Oh,
That's cool.
the funny version of me is out there."
that's
cool.
So it's like cool. We're trying to connect and maybe like do something together, like a little sketch or whatever.
Oh,
but
two
like,
Tonys.
yeah, he's been really sweet.
y'all should at least do a podcast. When you get your podcast going, you should have
Bring
At
him
least
on.
one
Yeah,
episode.
that'd be
That makes
cool.
a whole lot of sense.
But he's like nice. He's a nice guy.
Seems like,
It's
I mean,
crazy that she thought that he would be doing stand-up.
do you think he kind of has mean stepdad energy? Do you think he looks more like a mean stepdad
No,
than
he's
I
a
do?
cool man.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to get the heat off of me.
No,
It ain't
it's
going
just-
nowhere.
it's just- yeah.
It ain't going nowhere.
Let's see.
Well, be fair. You have the energy of like, you'll never do anything wrong. 'Cause
Yeah, no,
You're
absolutely.
like, I found a wife. She loves me.
She let me
not,
come inside of her.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like she hits him and she goes, "Hey, that's just her," you know. That's
Hey!
just Brenda.
That's just what she does.
Is that accurate, you
Listen.
think?
Oh, she doesn't hit me.
No, not that part, but
Oh. That I would let anything slide? I don't know. Yeah,
Are you
I'm pretty
both
lenient.
married? I see the
I'm
one
not
on
married,
you.
not.
He's not.
yeah,
it makes
maybe that's
sense.
what you're
Oh,
picking
yeah.
up on, dude.
You have good warm energy.
Yeah, thanks, man. So do you.
You have. I sang in a porno kind of.
It's yeah,
It's fine. It's
No.
just like your demeanor. You know.
Yeah.
You can't change it.
right.
So yeah.
I do know that, like, I mean, I'm like a serious guy, and I'm like, I want to be like no. I mean, I feel like that's what is that what you're picking up, like a
no,
serious
not a
energy?
serious guy.
Oh, okay, not a serious guy.
No, I think you want to be a serious guy, but
No.
there's a lot of goof in you.
No, I
you
want to
gotta
get the
let
goof
it out.
That's all I'm trying to do is get the goofy out. But inside, I'm like, I'm kind of like, I'm an anxious guy. I'm an angry guy. I've been trying to meditate, taking boxing classes.
What makes
to
you
go-
angry?
Just like
Literally
just
everything.
frustrated.
Really?
Yeah, it's just kind of like
I
a
used to be a
genetic
mad
thing.
guy.
Yeah, like my
To
dad
punch holes
is.
in walls and shit.
I haven't done that yet, but I mean, I have it in me to do it. But my dad, I just come from a
What
long
changed
line
for
of
you?
which what?
I asked him what changed for him.
Just setting boundaries with family.
Hey.
Yeah,
Just
Makes
like
a lot of
literally
sense.
just being like, not just accepting it and like just being in like situations that get me mad.
Just
Right.
eating your emotions.
Yeah, eating my emotion, but shit like that. So it's like now I'm just like, oh, I'm getting mad. I'm just gonna
remove myself from the
remove
situation.
myself.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that, you realize just surround yourself with people that like respect you and that you give mutual respect
Yeah.
back and forth
Yeah.
to. And then like I just don't get. I still get mad, but it's not like nearly as mad as I would get. I was never physical towards other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would always just like leave
Take
the
it
situation.
and then take it somewhere else.
I've broken so many phones back in the day.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then now it's just like, oh, fuck, okay, I'm mad, but we'll get through this. And
Nice.
Then,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, it was more like I was like depressed and stuff, and like that's it. Kind of just went inward, and now as I get older, I'm just kind of cranky. So
Yeah.
we're figuring it out.
That's good.
But so maybe that's what you're picking up on. Oh yeah, no, you don't want to see that yet. So
All right.
can I guess what little baby Tony was like?
Rephrase the fucking question.
Can I guess what little Tony was like?
That's so fine, yeah. Can I guess what little baby...
Let me guess, he was a hot piece of ass.
Are you on a fucking list?
No, dude.
Not yet.
Dude, I don't want you around my son. What do you do to my son?
I'm not doing anything to your son.
Do you call him a little baby boy?
Well, yeah, but it's not
Yeah, but that's
sexual.
our thing.
Do you make him dance for
Look,
you?
if you were around
No,
more,
yeah.
dude, we could.
All right, you can ask what little baby Tony was like.
Okay. This is the first one. You had Garth Brooks' alter ego Chris Gaines' album, and you loved it.
No.
Really?
I didn't get into country until college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What were you into as a kid?
Pop punk.
Yeah, of
like
course.
Blink
Same,
182,
makes
Green
sense.
Day.
Big stuff, yeah.
Bowling for Soup.
Oh,
hell yeah.
They're from the area, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're like from Denton.
That's
right?
cool. That's
Yeah.
one cool thing about stand up is like I've become friends with like the band because they saw me at like a mic in a show in Denton. Like I've gone to a few shows. Like they invited me backstage and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Like
cool.
so that's been like cool thing through comedy is becoming fans like friends with them because I was like a chubby nerdy kid. And that's why like Bowling for Soup was my band growing up because I was like, oh, they're fucking chubby
Oh
nerds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Singing about the same things. So yeah.
That's cool, dude.
What was it? The girl that the wait,
All the bad
girls that the bad
Guys want yeah.
The girl, all
Punk
the bad
Rock
guys
101.
Yeah.
High School Never Ends. Yeah. Ohio.
1985?
Come back to Texas.
No.
Yeah. 1985.
Okay, yeah.
Why did you think I was into Garth Brooks?
Okay, well, first of all, I was hoping you were into Garth Brooks because I was as a kid, and I saw a picture of. I mean, I just wanted to relate.
So it had some common
I want
ground.
everyone to be into Garth Brooks.
Wow.
I like it. He's great.
Yeah, but I saw a shirt that said Garth Brooks on it, and it reminded me of when I was a kid. When this Chris Gaines album. Do you know about that? Yeah, he came out with this like poppy like gothic almost sort of album, and I remember really loving it as a kid. I was like, this fucking rules.
Yeah.
It
No, I
it
lived
didn't rule.
in college when I moved to Denton. I moved in with like two like country boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, they got me into country.
George
Took-
Strait.
George Strait. I like what's his face? Cody Johnson. That was the
Okay,
first,
so kind of newer country.
yeah, that was the first like country concert I went to, and I was like, oh, I get this.
yeah.
I get this.
That's cool.
But
yeah.
they were like real rednecks. I saw them point guns at each other when they
That's
got
gonna
mad.
happen, dude.
No, I remember
When they
one
got
day
mad at each other?
one day I came home from school and they just both have a rifle pointed at each other. And I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the library. And I'm trying to sneak out. And they're like, hey, Casillas, and I was like, yeah. They're like, Ford or Chevy? What's better? And I was like, you brought the guns out for Ford or Chevy?
Yeah.
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 What if
we
they
drew
say
a
the wrong
line.
answer?
We
And
drew
then
a
they're like,
line.
hey, it's just a bit. Like, they're not loaded. And then the one goes, I had one in the chamber. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, silly me, dude.
Oh, man, this is not good.
No, yeah, this one was loaded.
Wait,
actually.
so why were the guns out?
They were fighting over Ford or Chevy.
But they were joking?
They were joking, but there was still a bullet.
Yeah, yeah.
On accident, because when you're,
Yeah, you have one loaded.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to have it loaded just in case.
just for a bit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so I got that one wrong. Okay, how about this? Number 2, you made your own Jackass videos and mailed them to MTV.
Part of that's correct.
Okay.
Part of that is correct.
You did do the
All right.
videos.
Me and my buddy Easton and Avery would make like little sketches and we'd like wrestle and stuff.
Okay.
Like on the trampoline and like Avery was like a small dude, so we'd throw him around.
Of course.
So yeah, but we never mailed it in. We put it on YouTube. So
Oh,
Okay,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
was
were
the
younger,
generation,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we had to. We didn't do it, but if you wanted to, you would have to mail it.
You would have to
back in
send
the
your
day.
VHS to MTV.
So how my dad found out about that was he's in the army, and anytime he got a promotion, they would like do a background check on him because like they do on the whole family.
Yeah.
Make sure like, hey, his son isn't ISIS, all this. His son isn't a little radical terrorist, like a little baby terrorist.
Sure.
And I come home from school one day, and my dad's like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's just me on YouTube, like cussing.
Yeah.
And being crazy,
shit.
They're like, motherfucker, like today we're gonna beat the shit out of Avery, and like doing like little thing. And he goes, "What the fuck? You're my son."
Damn.
I go, the military saw this. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Was he kind of like?
they
I go, oh, they're watching this, but they couldn't like watch Osama bin Laden and see what he was up
yeah,
to.
they couldn't get on top of that.
Yeah.
They
Too
couldn't
busy
stop
watching my
9/11.
wrestling?
Yeah, he wrote a letter telling us the plan, and they couldn't have read the letter.
Yeah, because they're too busy watching my Jackass video.
Yeah.
Jesus. Was your dad one of these guys? Because I wonder if he was like my dad, where it's like you're a reflection of me.
Yes.
God,
Yeah.
that sucks.
It sucks because like even now it's like it's crazy. Even with comedy, it's like
Oh,
he's finally proud, but it's only because like his like his coworkers, like he has a few coworkers that he like really respects. They're huge comedy nerds.
Yeah.
So them seeing what I'm doing, they're like, dude, it's badass what your son's doing.
Right. So they talk to him a lot about it.
So now he's just like, oh, I shouldn't be ashamed.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he always thought like, because I'm very open on stage. I'll talk about like, my like coke phase. I went through like my coke addiction. I'll be like very honest, depression. I'll talk about real shit.
Yeah.
And like my dad's just like, I don't understand why you tell strangers.
You're supposed to keep that to
You
yourself
that to
and the family.
That's shameful.
Yeah.
It's shameful that you're sad. I'm like, it's not shameful. Everybody's fucking
Everybody's
sad.
sad,
I go, you've been divorced twice. You're
You
the
didn't get
most
sad once? Maybe that's why you got divorced.
Yeah. Maybe talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe open up. My dad, we just don't talk about it. Like, just like, I don't think he watches any of the videos online because he would just be like,
God damn it.
But if he knew there was a video out there of me singing while a woman gets her pussy eaten, that would be wild.
He'd love you.
He would.
He'd
hate
finally
it.
love you.
What do you? I don't think so.
Because that's the thing is like, I remember when I got my film degree and it was like during the pandemic, I was working for this guy who was trying to start like this OnlyFans collective.
Yeah.
Like almost like an
Like a
OnlyFans
promoter.
hype house.
Okay.
And I was like shooting and editing videos for these girls. So I'd be like camera in pussy, like
Sure.
touching them. Of
course.
The craziest one was this girl that would like shove cakes in her pussy.
Ew.
Cake.
Cake, candy.
No.
It was like
Candy?
the weirdest shit.
Candy makes more sense.
I
than
don't-
cake
Like she would
balls.
take like a lollipop, put it in
Yeah.
there, and then lick it and like eat it.
Sure.
And like just to me that was the wildest one, but she was our highest grossing girl. It was like insane.
She had a niche.
But it was crazy. My dad's like, "What are you up to? Like, what are you doing for money? It's the pandemic." Da da da. And I told him, and he just went, "That's badass." he goes, "Fuck, that's crazy."
Yeah.
He goes,
You get paid for that?
"Yeah." He goes, "You get paid?" I go, "Handsomely." And he goes, "What the?"
And
And then I remember I quit that job. He goes, "Why'd you?"
You're so stupid.
Yeah, he was like, "That was the perfect." You got to film.
It's funny that
He
he's
goes,
like,
"You
he's
got to-
ashamed
you
that
got
you're.
to film pussy.
What are
You
you?
got to film pussy. What are you doing?
I know, he's like,
You're living the dream."
he was ashamed that you were doing stand up, but he wants you to, he wants you to edit.
That I was in the
films.
porn industry, and I was like, "What the?" But also, I don't know if he wants this out there, but fuck. But like his like dream, if he didn't get into West Point, was him and his like high school buddies were gonna open up a strip club.
Oh, hey.
So like he had this like idea
Oh,
of
my God.
being around just women. He's like one of those old school like
yeah.
Playboy type.
Ladies.
Yeah, hey.
yeah.
Nice.
He'll like do that. Sometimes we'll be in the car and he's like, "Look at that ass." I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, we're like,
What are you going to do with it?
we're going to Kohl's. Like, we don't have to. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You know,
Also, I don't want to have that kind of conversation with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to have those conversations with my dad. He's like, shut up.
No, because I was thinking that our dads were similar in that like the whole like like being like a serious, like it seems like he's like a serious guy, like a military guy.
Yeah.
My dad's like a lawyer, very serious, never really, but he's never mentioned a woman's ass, tits, anything
Really?
to me. He would never do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which he might be gay, but
No, I don't know.
he's just a straight laced.
I'm also not that kind of guy. Because I think like just growing up in Germany and like sex is just more
Whatever.
normal.
Part
and
of
it's
the
more.
course.
Oh fuck, that's.
tits.
Yeah, let's fuck. I want to have sex with that. You just move. Where America, it's so funny to me is that bro culture is so funny. Like when guys just freak out. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh okay, look at that! Look at tits! And I'm like, yeah, we're at the beach.
Tits,
Yeah,
tits, tits, tits. Like,
tits.
oh my
And they're
God.
pointing out they're having strokes. They're
Yeah,
like,
but Tony, tits
Oh,
are
they're
tits
like-
are
Awesome.
tits
Yeah.
are great
Awesome.
though, dude.
no, they're great, and I'll appreciate it. But like the idea to you have to yell it out to almost prove to your boys that
Yeah.
you're not gay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
tits!
I saw
come on,
them first. I
I
saw
saw
them
them. My
first.
tits. No tits. I
I
like
called
tits.
him. I called him.
Because to me,
Dibs.
because I'm very like a little feminine because I was raised by my mom and sister. Like I get called gay all the time because I never like I don't freak out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at that, and I'm
Yeah.
also, I just think it's like I'm more secure with my sexuality.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh fuck it, cool tits. But hope maybe I'll get to know that lady and she'll let me play with
Maybe
them.
she'll
That'd be
let you
dope.
suck 'em.
Hey, yeah.
But like the idea of like seeing tits across the street and going like,
Go-
whoa, what are we gonna do now? You're not gonna do anything, Chad. You're not gonna do anything, brother.
well, you don't know that.
The thing is, go talk to him then.
Nah,
go
it's
talk to
alright.
the tits.
No.
Go get him. No. Yeah, I don't want to. Why would I? Yeah,
I'm going
I don't
somewhere
want
else.
to.
It's been a while since I've heard someone just like
Yell
say,
tits?
yeah, or just be like, oh shit, dude. It's been a while. The most I've gotten is just like someone be like, you little.
I give a look, and then I look away.
Yeah, you gotta look away. It's like, it's either go up and talk to him or don't. Yeah, or don't, but don't stare.
But it's like, yeah.
Third one, dude. Okay. Well, I won't read this whole. Okay. I was gonna say
thing.
You were a teacher's pet, and you narrowly avoided getting touched by one of them. Well, first of all, I'll just explain. I feel
Why
like.
do you think I was a teacher's pet?
I feel like you were probably well liked by teachers. You seem like you're like a nice guy. You're like fun.
The thing is, the teachers that actually gave a fuck.
Yeah, they probably liked you.
We were cool. I like those teachers. The one, like I had Mr. Johnson, my history teacher in high school. He was amazing because he like made history. He brought history alive, telling stories. That's like fun. You know, so guys like that, I would be enthralled with because I'm like, oh fuck, like they made it interesting.
They cared about the subject.
But like teachers that didn't give a fuck, I despised.
Yeah.
And I would make like a living hell. Like we had a teacher, Mr. Paris, and we made his life a living hell because he was the worst teacher ever.
Yeah, it's like, dude, get out of the job.
Yeah.
This is so boring and shitty. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this fun one way or another.
He would like show movies that didn't even like pertain to like the subject.
Romeo
he was just like a lazy fuck, and he was just like a bad dude. He'd always go like, if you don't study for the test, you'll end up like my son who's in jail, like shit like that. And I remember one time I was like I wasn't a bad kid. I was a good kid, but I would get in like bad situations.
Yeah.
But because I was a good kid most of the time, like I skated. Like one time, I didn't think this was that big of a deal.
We'll be the judge of that.
I was never like a class clown. I would always just make the people around me laugh.
Yeah.
So one day, Mr. Paris was late, and I was sitting next to Sarah, and I was like, we should draw a picture for Mr. Paris on the board. And she's like, okay. So I drew like his funeral. Hear me out.
I love it.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
It was like 2012. The funeral was in 2068, so he would have been over 100.
Yeah,
that's a great life.
Over 100.
That's a life.
Yeah, it wasn't like next year. It wasn't like you're gonna die.
Yeah, it wasn't a threat.
Yeah, it wasn't a threat.
Or it was the threat that you would kill him when he was 108.
And it was like animals. It was like a bear on a tricycle. There was a rabbit playing the flute. I was like, Mr. Bear, this is a dope. You died and went to a mystical forest land.
Yes.
And over 100.
Absolutely.
He did not like it. He kicked me out.
He didn't like that.
Sent me to the principal's. So funny. One of the other science teachers caught me, and he was like, where are you going? I was like, the principal. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, I drew a funeral of Mr. Paris. He goes, that's not good. I was like, yeah, but he was over 100. And I showed him the picture. And he goes, all right, just come hang in my class for the rest of the period, and we'll
figure it out.
Oh, so you didn't even go to the principal? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And he didn't follow up?
No.
Oh, what a dickhead.
He's a dipshit.
Yeah, what a dipshit.
He's so in it.
All the other teachers hated him. So, like, it was weird because the other science teacher, I had him the year prior, and he goes, and he was a dope teacher, so he's like, why did you get in trouble? I was like, yeah, this guy sucks. He doesn't give a shit about his job. So anytime like teachers would just like half-ass it,
right?
I'm
you can
like,
pick up on that energy.
Yeah. So I'm like, why the fuck should I give a shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can I ask, has he had a funeral since then?
No, I think he's alive.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe he'll live till like 108 and have a bear tricycle funeral.
He hated us.
Yeah, it's that's so funny.
The thing is, he hated, like, he would single me out. It was like crazy.
What do you think it was about you? You reminded him of his son?
I think I was just happy.
Yeah.
And he was so miserable.
Right.
He's like, why are you always laughing, Tony? You're always just laughing.
He sounds
What's
like Trump.
so funny? Yeah, he had he has arthritis, so he always had a glove.
What the fuck?
Like this little glove.
Oh, to make it like tight.
Yeah, tight.
Yeah, okay,
and
okay.
he'd like type like this.
Tony,
What is it that you're doing with your life?
Tony, what are you doing?
Tony, your joy pisses me off.
Yeah. I don't like your energy.
Damn,
Tony.
shout out Mr. Paris. Call in, dude.
I'd give him a hug.
Oh,
yeah,
it
sounds like he needs one.
He needs one.
I need it.
He needs one.
Maybe life is good.
Maybe his son's out the pen.
Maybe started meditating and yeah. Probably not though.
Do I give off teacher's pet energy though? That's
no. I just like if
I think in general teachers like the funny kid who's precocious and smart and like is congenial with all the other kids. I think it makes the teacher's job easier.
Yeah, and like I was thinking, well, maybe he was just like you probably told jokes every now and then, so you were like kind of, but you seemed like a respectable guy.
The thing is, only in his class, because I had a lot of my buddies in that class. We purposely took his class because we knew how big of a dipshit he was.
Yeah.
We could just have a blast. But the rest of the classes, I was a quiet kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me too, but every now and then I would pick my moments and kind of. But I was also a rule follower, and I wanted.
Yeah, me too.
The teacher
Because I
to
knew
like
my
me.
dad would like flip shit.
Absolutely. Yeah. I like never got in trouble. I think maybe I went once. Did y'all do what's it called? Paddling at your school?
What?
Maybe.
Well, this is
How
back in the
old
dark
are you?
ages, dude.
Yeah.
This is back in the dark
Okay,
ages.
two things. I'm like 8 years
Rural
older than you,
Texas.
and also rural Texas.
Okay.
So Dallas,
you got
I don't think
paddled?
they I think
There was
they
an
gi-
option.
They give you an option. They said,
Your
"Well,
parents
paddle you."
had to say yes.
Oh,
I
did
think.
they? Well, no, maybe not back then.
Oh, maybe not back then.
Maybe now, but now what they do is they give you an option. They say you can get not expelled, suspended for a couple days, or we can just wipe it clean.
the
You'll
shit
get
out of
one.
Yeah, you get
you
one
just get
good
one or
slap.
two. I would pick that. I'm like, don't tell my dad, spank me, and then
And then
we're
I'll
good.
tell my dad you guys spanked me.
Yeah.
Can the vice principal spank me?
Yeah, exactly.
I like her tits.
Check them out. Check them out. The vice principal spank me.
Let her spank my bottom.
Hey, bro, Mrs. Cochran, she gave me a spanking earlier, dude.
She got the
I
ball
wanted her
with
to
the
touch
tips.
my Cochran. Am I right, boys? I'm straight
As hell. As hell.
as hell. I'm a bad boy because I just want to get spanked.
I want to get spanked, and
Yeah.
I want her to touch it.
That's life in Lumberton.
No, but a teacher never tried to touch me.
yeah, that was cheap. That's why I didn't want to read the second part. I go, well, I wrote that
not.
last night. and
We
I don't-
did have some pervs. Like I found out the soccer coach apparently like after we graduated ran through the girls soccer team.
Yeah.
And then we had another coach. We had one guy who I'm not gonna say his name.
It's in the papers.
I'm not gonna say his name, but he was our history teacher, and he would like
Not the
drop
cool history
No,
teacher.
he was not the cool. Not Mr. Johnson. Mr.
No.
Johnson was the cool. He has a Y. He's like a ex-soldier, just dope dude.
Yeah.
This is another guy, and he would like drop his pen in front of girls,
No
and then like
way.
look like under
Up
the
skirts?
skirts,
Oh,
and
my God.
give girls massages during tests.
No.
And I remember he was gone once for like a week because a girl like reported on him. Then he came back, and we were like, "Sir, where were you?" And he says, "I can't say much. And all I can say is my lawyers were better."
Oh,
we were like, that wasn't the answer we were looking for.
No, dude.
Don't
Yeah.
say anything.
Yeah,
What is
don't
this?
say anything. It
He
was
was like
like,
I
bragging.
can't say
Yeah.
much, but I just beat
Yeah.
a case of statch.
yeah.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
dumbass girl couldn't get her story straight.
Yeah.
She had a public defender, okay?
Yeah, fucking broke ass dumbass bitch.
Oh,
No, it's like-
wow, dude.
That's one thing. It's like in Texas or in America, the amount of teachers just fucking kids is
Yeah.
crazy.
Too many, I'd say.
Too many.
Yeah.
Pay them more because I look at no seriously.
Yeah.
So I look at it. If you're a teacher, you're making like 6,000.
No.
To an average like human, that's not that impressive.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know, you're living in an apartment. But you know what?
That's
Who's
infinity
easy to
dollars to
impress?
16-year-olds.
Dude, 36,000. Wait, you're telling me you have an Xbox? You're
You have
telling
your
me
own place?
Wait, you're saying
you have your own play?
You're saying the teacher's impressed by the Xbox?
No,
no,
the
no,
teacher
the-
can
the
impress kids.
16-year-olds.
You can't impress an adult
candy.
with a studio apartment, but a kid.
Oh.
Wait, this
Okay.
this whole place is yours. You don't have a bedtime.
This whole
Yeah,
studio
yeah,
You
apartment.
don't have a bedtime?
You can drive to Burger King whenever you want.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, I want to suck his cock.
My
Like,
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like pay them more so that they can press people
Oh,
their
right.
age.
and get laid on
Or
the.
you
Yeah.
would probably be, there'd
You should,
probably
so they
be
can
less-
get that $75,000 woman or something like
Yeah.
that.
Because the best teacher we had was this guy who he was like a computer scientist, and he like
Retired already.
started a company and like helped, and he like was like a millionaire.
Yeah.
He was at like fucking 32, and then he like just left his job because like, oh, I'm set.
Yeah.
Why not work here where I get summers off, holidays off? And he was the
Insurance.
best because
Yeah.
he had no worries.
Yes.
He had no worries. He was the coolest teacher. He taught computer science, art history, and he was like he helped us like start the movie club, the after school movie
that's
club.
cool.
That's
But
cool.
like to him, it was like this is just easy street. I'm just making money
I don't need
Helping
to pay my
kids.
bills easy,
Yeah.
but I have all this other money saved.
Yeah.
So I don't give,
I'm not stressed financially.
exactly.
So I can focus on other things.
Yeah, and he had a wife and kid. He didn't have to
Everything
impress, you know.
16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of the job.
Yeah.
So he had the you were in AV club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was too. We had we did the news. There was like an
Every Friday.
yeah, we did the news.
Yeah.
My class, we just did like Tim and Eric type shit. Like before we even knew it, Tim and Eric, we just did weird shit, and everyone hated us. Like all the teachers.
Yeah.
And well, actually, there were a couple teachers that thought it was funny, but a lot of them were like trying to shut down the news.
Yeah.
Because we were not respecting it.
Yeah.
And but we were like really getting into. We were like being very creative. We were passionate about it. And like, were we telling news? No.
No. Well, school news.
Were we
maybe.
shitting on everyone? Yeah.
That was news. That's cool.
But it was fun. That was like the most fun I ever had. Was in that AV.
He
class.
started the rumor that Michelle Obama had a dick.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Big Mike.
Absolutely.
This was
That
no.
would be funny if your news was
Yeah.
just like alt-right conservative news at like 16.
Yeah.
Well, no, the teachers would have fucking loved
Yeah,
it.
Big Mike has a cock. Changed my mind.
Yeah, there's an island. There's an island with kids on it. They're like, what?
Honestly, that was.
What?
I was
Bill
there.
Clinton's on the flight logs.
Dude, was he not? Was he?
He's on the flight logs.
Was he not? Tony, was he not?
He was, but I'm saying is before their time, you know, people weren't ready.
Yeah, they weren't ready for it.
They weren't ready for it.
You're like
Yeah.
a little Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Documents.
The biscuits at breakfast are turning our fellow classmates gay. When I came to this neighborhood, there were 0 gay kids,
Yeah.
and now there's 6.
Post biscuits?
Now there's 6 gay kids. What do we do? Do we hit them?
We're going to miss Cochran for that.
I know this might offend people, and I know I should probably be punished. Miss Cochran, meet me in room 104 with the paddle
Spank my ass.
and spank my ass. Please, thanks.
It's
Bring
kinda
your
like
tits.
that. Yeah, bring,
Yeah,
yeah,
bring
don't
the
forget
tits.
your
Bring the
fat
tits.
Dog,
tits.
bring your fucking tits.
Don't forget
You
the
know
tits.
me, I'm a guy's guy. I love tits.
Did I mention that I'm not gay? I do not eat the biscuits.
I'm not gay. I love tits.
Hate biscuits, love tits, love paddling.
You know me. When I see a pair of tits,
I can't help but say those are tits.
I let the world know.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy I am.
Because some people don't notice the tits.
Yeah.
So, do you have any memories from AV Club? Did you do any silly shit in there? Make any films and?
Have your dad find them on YouTube.
No, I started making films more in like I was never like I would be like an editor and stuff, but
Yeah.
then I started making my own shit in like college.
Gotcha.
I kind of branched out.
Yeah, I heard you talking about. I forget what podcast it was, but you were talking about going to film school, and you were saying that you were trying to make funny shit, obviously. And I was thinking about that. I was like, when I was maybe 18 to 22, if I were in film school, I was like, I could have probably gone either way, like done something really stupid, just stupid shit, just trying to make people laugh, or do something that was just like way up my own ass.
I tried, so I made the movie. The first one I made was up my own ass, and then I watched it. I was like, this sucks for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sucks. Like, it wasn't fun to make.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And then after that, I was like, no, we're just gonna go silly. Silly's the best route.
Yeah, everyone's having a good
Because
time.
even if it comes out like it's a dog shit movie, at least when we made it, it was a blast to make.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
And it probably always did pretty well, right?
Yeah, I never like won awards.
Yeah.
But it would always do well in the live screenings. And to me, that was the biggest. Like, there would be those pretentious kids that would make the movie where the whole movie's VO.
Oh
and
my
it's like,
God.
the society is falling.
Too much.
And like the characters are named she and him. She talks to him with her final breath. And then like people would be like, "Oh my God, that was he did a 9-minute shot of a leaf.
Yeah.
Whoa, that leaf shot, that was the fall of man. That's what that symbolized." And I'd be like, "Yeah, that was very artistic."
Yeah.
But then my movie, I don't give a shit about like awards and stuff.
No.
I think it's kind of crazy that. I'm glad like the Oscars and stuff are failing
Yeah, me too.
because it would be like, wow, that movie, like, because people would be like, I really like that movie, but it didn't win the Oscar. I'm like, no, you still should just like that movie.
Yeah.
And also, the worst movies win Best Picture.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always.
A lot of
Sometimes they
times.
get it right, but sometimes it's just like there's
the
a
worst.
formula. There's almost like a
Yeah,
formula.
for sure there is.
Yeah, where it's like my thing is like, man, just make something you want to make. Because I do like dramas, I like artsy movies.
Yeah.
But it's just like, just tell the story you want to make, and I think you could tell when an artist, like a director, makes the movie they want to make,
For the Oscar.
or they're making an Oscar movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're trying to entertain, I think some of them, as long as they're trying to entertain you, even if it's like artsy fartsy, that's the kind of movie I like. I mean,
Yeah. Like Schindler's List, for instance, like
that's a great movie.
that movie, it's just like heartbreaking and just amazing. just cinema, and it's like that. Of course, won all the Oscars, but you're just like, of course it did, because
It's a good movie.
You just feel fucking Spielberg, like he spent 20 years making, like, learning how to become a great director, and then finally using all those tools to make such a heartbreaking, heart-wrenching movie.
It was personal to him.
Personal, and you're like, oh, he made art, and then he won awards, not he made this to win.
Right.
I know.
It's so weird that it tricks people all the time too. It's like they make something like The Imitation Game, something like these, and you're just like, how are you tricked by this? Like, this is not like,
it didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I prefer like spectacle now. Like when I was, I can't watch like a slow burn anymore. Maybe, but I like it to be like, you know, as artsy as I get now is like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. Like, that's as artsy, or Paul Thomas Anderson or something like that. But it's like, it needs to be, you know.
Oh, the new Nick Cage movie's brilliant.
Oh, I'm sure that's good. No, I'm sure that's good. That looks cool.
It's a little artsy.
Yeah, I mean, I like adaptation and that kind of stuff. But it's like it needs to be, you know, interesting.
I like slow burns sometimes. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of something that really sucks ass that's a slow burn. I don't know. Or like if a movie's
like The Lighthouse. Did you see that?
I liked The Lighthouse.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
I did too.
Yeah.
But that's a movie where people are like, I loved it, or that was dog shit.
No, but it was interesting. It was a slow burn, but it was like, what the fuck is going on? No, I don't know. So like growing up you spent most of your childhood in Dallas, you said?
No, San Antonio.
Oh, San
Antonio. I didn't move to Dallas until I was like 19, 20.
Okay,
so college, yeah.
How old were you in San Antonio?
7th grade through high school.
Oh, okay, so the formative years. Did you? Sorry.
You skate?
Huh?
Did you skate down there?
I tried skating in Germany. I have no balance, so that lasts like a week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch? Are you too young for CKY? Do you know
I know
anything?
CKY.
Okay.
Can't Kill Yourself? Right?
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah, I think it is. Can't Kill Yourself.
That's kind of. I think I saw you mention something about skateboarding and stuff. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Like when I was hanging out with the skater kids, they would make the stupid videos.
Yeah.
And like, So
they got the fisheye lens on there. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Did they? Can you think of any sort of like We like to talk about embarrassing stories. Like as a kid, anything come to mind when you were in San Antonio, hanging out with friends, girls, farting?
This wasn't in Germany. This was in Kansas. I was about to move to Germany, and I shit myself in class. And the girl next to me who had a crush on, I was like moving the next day.
Oh no.
She like smelt it, and I'm just like, fuck.
How do you know How could you tell she smelt it?
She said she smelled somebody's shit. She goes,
And
ew.
I'm like,
It's very
She
obvious.
went like, what the fuck is that smell? And I could have owned it. I should have owned it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But instead, I pointed at the kid next to me. And like I was saying, I was moving tomorrow.
Yeah, you could have taken that with you.
Yeah, that kid had to live there. He probably had to go through middle school, high school. He probably became like Shit McGee. Like he probably killed himself in like high school because we were like, remember when you shit yourself?
Yeah.
I didn't shit myself.
I think about that kid all the time. How I just ruined this kid's life. I could have just owned it. And I was like, I can't. I don't want.
But you were honestly, that's a perfect situation to shit yourself. The last day you're there, you gotta do. I know, I feel you, and I would feel bad too. But you did the right thing.
I hope he's alive.
I think he is.
I'm sure he's fine.
Do you think they bought it, or do you think
bought it? She goes, yeah, that's probably.
She goes, oh yeah, he looks like the kind of kid who shit himself.
That's Kevin. That's a Kevin move.
Kevin
Such a Kevin move.
Can't him shit himself again.
Oh man, so you just like, at what point during the class was it the beginning?
It was towards the end of the day.
That's good. Okay, so
was
you
it
don't
a
have to
trust
sit in
the
your
fart situation?
Yeah, and also back then I did not like trust public toilets. I watched too many horror movies growing up.
Jaws?
Not Jaws. There's a Nightmare on Elm Street where there's a kid on the toilet and you just see like the hands come under the stall. And like after that I was like, I'm not going to the bathroom. I'd rather just shit myself.
Dude,
I would literally rather shit myself.
Then Freddy Krueger grabbed me on the toilet.
I agree.
I think Chris Breckle was talking about he didn't like to he shit himself.
Jason.
It was someone where like they didn't like to shit in public, or I don't know. I think, but they were like, I don't like to shit in public, so I used to have like a rational fear that a roach or something would crawl up my asshole. Like when I was a little kid, I was just like, I mean, at home I thought I wasn't scared of it, but if I was out, I was like, if it's a dirty bathroom, it's like, what if a roach goes up there? Wouldn't that be bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like
good.
No.
Wow, what a take, dude.
I mean, it's not
What
really
a great take.
It's not a take. It's just more of a
It'd be
fear.
bad if a roach crawls up your ass.
Listen, the globalists want you to believe.
The globalists are little roaches, and they want to crawl up
They
your
want to
ass.
crawl up your ass.
Turn you gay.
Don't let them crawl up your ass. Globalist roaches.
Globalist roaches
No, I think
crawling up ass.
I think you made the right decision, dude. To lie about that.
Embarrassing story. I don't know. Yeah. I don't have many.
What kind of kid were you? I mean, you didn't have many. You were
Quiet?
You were the kind of guy that would own stuff like that, like later on in your life.
Yeah, I was a quiet kid in class and stuff, but like in front of my friends, I was like the funny kid. You know, but we were all funny. We'd try to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
I was, I was like a nerd, but like the popular kids didn't like hate me because, like I said, I would always be the kid in the back of the class. I would say something funny.
Yeah.
And just the surrounding people. So I would be sitting next to someone on the soccer team or a cheerleader, and I would say something, and they would laugh. So they'd be like, "Oh, Tony's
He's not
cool."
bad,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they never invited me to their parties.
No.
I wasn't like there, but like in the hallway, they'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Tony?" So I was like that kid. I was like,
Gotcha.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was never. Also, I think my generation, like that kind of bullying, kind of didn't exist.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I think we're that generation was just like what
They finally got it.
Yeah, there's some kids that got bullied, but it was like almost like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I was
We
like,
don't do that anymore.
No, but there'd be some kids that's like, you're kind of asking for it, like what I mean? 'Cause they would
okay.
cause like a scene.
Yeah. You gotta check these kids.
They would like yell, and I'd be like, don't yell like that. You're causing a scene. You look dumb.
I see. So you're saying that you were bullying these kids that would yell?
No, I wouldn't bully. I was just.
Just helping
it was
them
almost
out.
shame. It was almost like shame. I
I
was like,
gotcha.
oh, I don't want to be in that situation. I was more like, oh, I'm gonna just stick to my own, inside, because I don't want to be that kid. You're like opening up for ridicule, for bullying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think so. I wasn't really. Did you ever get bullied?
No. If anything, I was probably bullying.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But did you know you were bullying? Because a lot of
No.
bullies just think that they're like
They're
they're
just being
just
funny.
joking around, being funny,
Yeah.
which they are a lot of times, but at the expense of some
Okay.
poor
Those
kid.
kids, yeah. But they were all my friends. So it's not.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
difference.
Just
Yeah.
kinda
That-
Well, my best friend right now, I met him in the AV class actually in like 9th grade, and just recently he was telling me, he's like, dude, you bullied the hell out of me. I was like, oh, I thought we were having a good time.
Yeah, sorry. I thought we were
oh yeah,
snapping.
I would bully my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we were snapping.
Yeah, but he didn't know. I guess he didn't know that I liked, like, he was my friend until later.
Yeah.
He just thought I was just being a
Just being a
dickhead.
dickhead.
And I guess I was being a dickhead, but
Sure.
Oh yeah. So when you were doing acting and you were almost in the Knockoff Cheaters YouTube series, where did you do any other acting stuff?
I've done a few commercials. And
Yeah,
stuff in
same.
there, but-
I was in a Dell commercial
oh wow.
because I knew the guy that worked.
Did you
at
ask me
Dell.
that question just to throw that out?
It does seem like-
It seems like-
Honestly, it
it
seems
seems
like that's what I did.
Time.
Seems like you're trying to impress. Like I'm impressed by but it seems like this whole podcast is you just trying to impress me, and I'm like,
Basically.
I'm impressed.
No, see, now it's
I was in a band and we performed to nobody. Don't ask me what. Don't
What it
ask me to
sound
pull up a
like
song.
at
Yeah.
all.
No,
Don't ask
no.
me at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to do acting.
I used to act.
I was in Dell
My
commercials.
father. We have a weird
Yeah.
relationship too. Like okay.
We're like the same guy.
I am trying.
Yeah.
I am trying to
I
connect.
think he's trying to adopt you.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be your
Yeah, I'm
stepdad.
trying to adopt you and your kid. I'm trying to be your stepdad.
That's
trying to
fine.
be
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Christmas. My birthday's coming up.
Hey.
Give me a good gift.
Oh. Yeah.
You're a lawyer. Here's the
Oh,
cash.
I'm not a lawyer. No.
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 We just work here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Video
stuff.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
the law firm. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that leading into what you thought, like the first impression of me is you thought I was a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not a lawyer. My dad's a lawyer though. Does
Yeah.
that still? Anyways.
That doesn't count.
You're not
my
a lawyer by
dad's a
proxy.
lieutenant colonel. I'm not a. Yeah, I'm
No,
not.
I'm not
I'm
saying-
not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not watching Israel and Palestine going like, I know what I could do.
Listen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
You
not
just make a
strate-
couple phone calls.
Did you say
Yeah.
lawyer by proxy?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Not strategizing my war scenario in Israel and Palestine just because
I
my
hear you.
dad was in the war.
No, you're right. Well, anywhere.
Why didn't you become a lawyer?
I thought about it. Obviously. Did you think about? Well, I started taking political science classes, and I was just like, I don't want to fucking do that. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do artsy fartsy stuff. I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to make emo music. I wanted to.
Oh, we are the same guy.
Were you an emo guy?
Yeah.
Were you in bands and shit?
No. I was in marching band.
What'd you play?
I was in a ska band for a second.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, don't even get
Play
him
trumpet.
started, dude.
yeah,
Third
baby.
wave Neil right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
third wave. Hey, don't get me started on
No,
ska, dude.
ska's the best.
It's got to come back. It has to come
It's
back.
kind of coming back.
A little bit,
Little.
but it's too opinionated, I think.
What do you mean?
Insofar as the musicality of it.
What does
Yeah.
that
Like
mean?
it just feels cheery,
Yeah.
and it's hard to have a big dynamic range of emotions when
There's
when
a-
playing ska.
Oh, you're saying because you just have it's just
It's opinionated, you know, the horns, the
Wait,
upstrokes,
what's this band called? There's a band
the
in
bass
Austin.
lines, the moving bass lines. Like it all has a certain feel to it.
and it's like a very narrow sound.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you can't. Yeah.
Do you know? I'm gonna give a shout out.
Oh,
to
Los Carnales?
No, Kurados.
Kurados. I can't.
They're
remember
like
my
this. It was one of those days, man, when I first moved to Austin, and we're just like walking downtown Austin, and they were playing outside at this outside venue, and it was like this cool. We were just in the alleyway listening to this dope like Mexican ska band.
How do you spell it?
LOSKURADOS.
How do you say that?
Kurados?
Los
Kurados.
Kurados. And go to their YouTube maybe.
Excuse me.
Play let me see. Is this it? We'll do
Is it most
Ray
popular?
Ray Curado.
Oh, here we go.
They're amazing.
By the way, what did you play?
I play trumpet.
That's the coolest one.
No, but I've seen them a few times now. They're like legit.
Lone Star Crown.
Ah, shit. Tenor sax.
So if you're in Austin, man, I recommend going and seeing them live. Like
Yeah,
they're
for
like
sure.
probably my favorite Austin band right now.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
so
a
many
lot of
Austin
fun.
bands are just like, you know, the kind of music that I would
Would have made.
and it's just
Not
like
having any fun.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the shit me and my friends would do. It's
Yeah.
goofy as fuck, but it's fun. They're having the time of their goddamn life.
Honestly, I could
exactly.
see you running around the stage in some checkerboard pants.
Skanking.
Going- I could see that.
Doing
Some
what?
Suspenders.
Pause this real quick.
Are we about to fight, dude? Is that bad?
Are you just?
That's
Wow.
you
I,
with the trumpet.
I mean, is that not what you
I'm
do?
just saying, I flew in pretty late last night. I didn't get great sleep. And now you're just mimicking
I'm
me?
a ska man.
What the fuck?
Look at me, I play trumpet. I'm a ska
The guy who
man.
plays the pan flute in the
You're
trumpet.
Justin stole my son from
Your
me.
song opened with "Like an olive tree."
No,
or
I didn't
like
say
an,
olive. There's no
like an
tree.
oak tree growing in the forest. My dad wants me to be a lawyer.
That is
Like
really what
what?
it's about.
You're gonna come at me? No, for
Look,
wanting
this-
to make happy music.
No, this is great. What I was.
No,
this is
the
way more
thing is,
fun.
If you would have just danced, it was the face you made with it.
Yeah, I know. It's
It
a
was
little insulting.
It was a little insulting.
Yeah, but I
we
didn't
were
mean it.
building up a friendship, and now, and
then it's
now
all-
I want nothing to do with you.
Now it's all torn
I'm
down.
pissed.
No, dude.
I'm mad.
I know.
Can we finish the song?
Oh,
Yeah.
let's just, we can just play us out with this. Where can they find you? I know they can go to comedian Tony Casillas on Instagram.
Instagram, you can find me on Facebook. Instagram's I use it the most.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in Austin. I'm always performing downtown Austin at the Mothership. I'm usually there once or twice a week.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be hitting the road with Cam Patterson soon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
So there's look out for those dates. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah,
Sounds good.
Excellent. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
thanks for having me.
This
This
is
was
a
a
blast,
blast.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can they find us?
We're on Tummy Time TV across social networks. Tummy Time Pod on Facebook. TummyTime.tv is our website. We got Patreon. We got True Social if you're interested. And
You're on True Social?
Yeah,
we don't have any followers.
It's just
it's a fun little
it's
bit.
a fun bit. I wish we had more followers over there. It's hard. It's hard building a network. You know. We'll see you next Tummy Time.
Bye bye.